हेलो।
फिल करते जो आप अपनी 7 पुश्तों को वो कहानी पास ऑन कर सकते हैं, उस तरीके का पल। मुझे याद है, चेतेश्वर
और
को भी याद होगा, जब आपको पहली बार कैप मिलती है। मैं लकी था, मुझे सौरव गांगुली कैप्टन साहब, उन्होंने कैप अपने हाथ से एडलेट के मैदान में 2003 एंड में दी थी। आज तक कभी नहीं भूला। आई एम श्योर चेतेश्वर के साथ भी वही रहा होगा। मुझे आज तक वो फील याद है। मल्ला को भी, शेर मल्ला को याद होगा कि ये ग्राउंड का माहौल, फैंस का आवाज़, ये पूरी टीम एक साथ खड़ी है हडल में। मुझे वो एडलेट का मैदान याद है। मुझे तो वो गाना भी याद है, जब वो गाना चल रहा था, जब मुझे वो कैप दी गई।
बताइए
भाई साहब, वो ये
चक दे इंडिया।
नहीं, इंग्लिश गाने चल रहे थे तो मुझे अल्फाज बताने में मुश्किल होगी, लेकिन ऑल्टन साहब का गाना चल रहा था। पर वो सब याद है, वो जो माहौल है, वो म्यूजिक याद है। यहाँ तक कि वो गेंद जब हाथ में थमाई थी सौरव साहब ने, गांगुली साहब ने, वो कहा कि आप नई गेंद नहीं डालोगे, लेकिन फिर भी अंदर जाके गेंद मेरे हाथ में दे दी, नई गेंद। और वहाँ पे हेडिन साहब की वहाँ पे विकेट मिली।
कड़क। और ये फ्लैट छक्का है।
छक्का खाए हो।
इस छक्के का रिप्ले देखेंगे, एंजॉय करेंगे। और चेतेश्वर आप पर भी आएंगे, आपकी कहानी भी पहली कैप की सुनेंगे।
ये चौका था, बढ़िया टाइमिंग, बैक ऑफ लाइन डिलीवरी बहुत अच्छी तरह से पिक कर दिया। ये विकेट में थोड़ी पेस कम है, इसीलिए जो छोटी गेंद हुई है वहाँ पर बल्लेबाज के पास समय थोड़ा ज़्यादा मिल रहा है। मिड विकेट के ऊपर से मार दिया। का फील्डर जरूर मौजूद था, बट ये गेंद
feels like this team is embodying
करीब थी, बट 4 रन।
every single hope, every single good story across the country. Every one of these players, all 15 of them, idolized across Nepal. Sport continues to grow in popularity, and there's no shortage of skill either. They'll always be giving it 100% every time they step on the field.
Well, we spoke in the pitch report about the value of length. He was a bit full to start with and then got away with it, but then he just dragged his length back. I think we saw
innings, 84-48 of those runs coming off just the last 18 deliveries, and Mohammad Siraj returning to the Indian side, coupled with Arshdeep Singh.
3 ओवर 28 पे एक।
चलो शुरू करें।
Like to lose at World Cups, both T20 World Cups and ODI World Cups, to the associates. They're getting better and better. One of the big developments
पता।
देखिए 2010 जब पहली बार मैं भारतीय टीम का हिस्सा हुआ, पहला मैच हम थी। उसके बाद उनको थोड़ी बैक में इंजरी हो गई थी, तो दूसरा मैच था, आई थिंक सॉरी तीसरा मैच था, वो बेंगलोर में था। डिसाइडिंग मैच था। वहाँ पर लक्ष्मण भाई खेलने वाले थे या नहीं वो पता नहीं था, तो उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि मैं वार्म अप करूँगा, उसके बाद अगर फिट रहा तो मैच खेलेंगे, नहीं होंगे तो मुझे खेलना था। तो वार्म अप के बाद उन्होंने
आफूले कहीँ हेर्न नपाउनु भयो क्या?
37 for 4,000.
5 in there, all in the circle. To leave the stumps, I don't think, to Dipender Singh here. Reasonably large gap that between cover point and extra cover. Finds it with ease.
Mid off over his head and comfortably flat. Another boundary for Butler.
Ominous signs. First Bethel and now Butler warming to their task. To hit the ball really overpitched. Isn't a phase of the game where he often bowls in. He's usually used later in the innings. Problem is no Sampal Kami in the side. You don't want to use Nandan Yadav in the power play. And Malo was so short after picking up that maiden wicket. They've had to turn to someone.
Last boundary from Butler. Just he accesses the full delivery so well with his wrists. One of his great skills as a white ball cricketer is when they do go full, his bottom hand just able to flick it in the air with such power.
Just trying to get through this power play now, Nepal. A few signs of nerves through them, I must say, on first view.
Better end to the over. 39 for 1 after 4.
This one here was just simply too forward for a player of Jos Buttler's quality. Meat and drink for him to get that bottom hand through the shot, up and over mid-off, who was up in the circle. See England almost learning on the job, understanding their opposition as they're playing against them for the first time in their history.
Plenty of all-rounders for these conditions, the likes of Curran, obviously, Jacks, Dawson, Bethel with the ball, on with 2 front line, and Adil Rashid, who I think in his last 24 T20 internationals has got at least a wicket in each of those. He is brilliant, he is Mr. Consistent with the ball, Adil Rashid, Mr. Reliable.
Talking to the Nepal boys ahead of this clash, every one of them wanted Jofra Archer to play. They wanted to know what it was going to be like to face Jofra Archer. See Nandan Yadav come into the attack, a fantastic backstory, had emigrated down to Australia like so many people from Nepal do. Big diasporas in Australia, America, Europe. Came home because of the Nepal Premier League, given his chance. His mother was the one who asked him to stay. Came back just to play that first season of the Nepal Premier League in 2024. Was very successful in it. Just offers a point of difference that Nepal don't have a lot of. Slightly taller. Good slower balls and good at the depth. Will probably fulfill that role. Can get it into the block hole. Again, not express pace, but he has skills that Stuart Law really likes.
Short, wide, and Jos Buttler's not going to miss out on those.
Again, Nepal's plans just a touch questionable. Haven't seen Yadav bowl a huge amount at this phase. You can see him trying to run his fingers over the ball, but it was short, it was wide, and well, really, it was just far too easy to be put away. Ominous signs in the last couple of overs, and it's the outnumbered English fans that are on their feet ahead of those from Nepal have been becalmed.
That is a good comeback from Nandan, a little bit more back. And Butler was just trying to run it off the face. He's nicked it and he's gone.
Second wicket.
And the Nepal fans are back. They're back with a bang. Really skillful piece of bowling this. Pulls the length back, but extra effort, extra energy into the ball. Just got a bit big on Jos Buttler, I feel. Good glove work, Asif Sheikh. And look at the celebration from Nandan Yadav. Raw emotion. And a kiss to the heavens to go with it. Butler, the danger man's gone for
पक्ने
26.
यस्तो आज नेपालले जित्यो भने आन्टीलाई म लड्डु खुवाउँछु राम्रै दिएन अन्य आन्टीले प्रार्थना गर्थे कोही भन त यार यहाँ डिस्कर्डमा हल्ला महेश दाइले बोलाएको काम छैन फेरि यहाँ ओ महेश दाइ हजुर यहाँ हो
comes in at number 4. He's been in good form of
Hello?
late
Oh,
for
Mhesh Dai.
England. Burst on the scene a few years ago and
Mhesh
then
Dai?
had to find his game again, which he certainly
Hello.
has done.
Okay.
For him at 4 to Brook.
ल हल्ला गर्नु त हल्ला गर्नु
More
बोल्ने
of a
मान्छे भएन
finisher.
यहाँ बोल्ने हो त नि यहाँ म त यहाँ उठ्छु के म पिछु अलि
के गाउँमा हो कि बाहिर हो
Come back from
गाउँमा
Yadav. The
ल
previous
ल ल
delivery was
हेर्दा
a bit of
हेर्दा
a
यसो
cutter,
हेर्दा
actually.
Do you
You
get
can see him
going?
with his
Yeah.
fingers down the
Yeah.
side of the ball. This one was more seam up,
Yes.
and because of that, it just bounced that
को
bit
यो
more
कति छोरा
on Josh
नन्दन
Butler.
भन्ने रहेछ कि फर्स्ट टाइम
You can see why Law likes
यहाँ त बिहा
him.
त
For something that a lot of players in Nepal don't get exposure to, having played that grade cricket down in Australia, banging it into the surface. And look at
Ouch.
the elation, the emotion.
यो उहाँ
He moves
पुगिन्छ
up
दाइ
the
यो
crowd
केटी
to go with it. Whatever happens
यो
today,
रोडिसको रोडिसको
every one of these Nepal fans not going to forget feeling the thrill of a big way here at the Wankhede. Just starting to settle into the game. Felt for
You
the
met
first few overs.
India,
there,
Wankhede
very,
Stadium.
very
Shah Rukh
nervous.
Khanलाई बिहान हानेको
Understandably,
stadium.
first time ever playing England.
Yeah,
I
it's been a
know.
mixture. There's been
England
some poor
versus
deliveries,
Nepal,
but they've kept their heads up, and there's
Match
been the odd
India
one
way
that's
now.
been challenging. And the only way of keeping the run rate down in modern T20 cricket is
Warm up
wickets.
with
It's the
the
only way.
Canada.
The lineups are so long, batters are so
Give them as
disrupted. That is a good catch as well. Let's see if it went. He had to decide which way he
यस्तो
went with
दिनाउनु
his
सक्नु
gloves.
यस्तो हामी यहाँ कुन चाहिँ साइडबाट यस्तो यस्तो हेर्दा ढाका टोपी
The dream world. if
जर्सी
they
त अहिले भयो
find a way
बाटोमा
past Jacob Bethel with
जर्सी
the
किन्नु
chance
पर्यो
of
यो
four
म्याच
overs up his sleeve still. He will love bowling to the other right-handers. Nepal just might find
कति
a
होला
way
यार
into this
10
game,
मा
even though
40
that score
100
predictor still well up above 200.
विकेट हारेन भने त गाह्रो छ
5 overs done, 44 for 2.
नन्दनले एउटा लियो है कसले लियो साला गरिबी फेरि यस्तो छ कि बफर हुने टाइम लाग्छ त्यो एड आउने बित्तिकै बफर हुने रहेछ कि यो बफर भइदियो आयो आयो को आयो
And the man of the occasion, Sher Malla.
शेर मल्ला
Not that long ago, got his cap, his first international for Nepal.
है यसैले हो यसले लिएछ क्याच
Bit of a miss hit, but there's nobody there. Did beautiful in the Nepal Premier League for the Lumbini Lions. Now take a look at this. Presenting the cap to him in black is one of the great names of Nepal cricket, their former captain Paras Khadka. The two Nepal players to take a wicket of their first ball on T20I debut. So I wonder what the conversation was. That's how you do it, young Malla. And he said, okay, sir. Too far, too long, too easy, too short. It's been his problem, Sher Malla, since he got that first wicket. Just a little short.
Yeah, and Jacob Bethel pounces on it. Picks up the length so quickly with the foot movement. Crisp across. It's a good swing on it. That is a big six, 92 metres. In amongst the good stuff. There still has been the odd stray ball for the England batters to latch onto.
Tell you what else has been interesting, Owen Morgan, today. Tell you that in a moment, now that you're in the commentary box. 4. And that was more crisp. The earlier one was power. This was just crisp. That lovely left-hander's feel through the offside.
55 2 विकेट 6 ओभरमा.
Yeah, classy player is Jacob Bethel.
पुलिस 150 भन्दा माथि
Losing
हाल्दैन
out of
नेपालले त
every
गाह्रो
delivery.
छ.
Doesn't try and overhit it either. All of the offside is in the ring. Lays it laid under his eyes. Just finds the gap.
A little different from yesterday, the service is holding a little bit yesterday. So we've got an Irishman who played for England next to me. But in the commentary box before us was an Irishman who's Nepal's biggest fan. It's coming on a lot better than it was yesterday. It was stopping on the surface. It's been very hot today. There's a bit of the shared history as well between England and Nepal, isn't there? Some of England's best fighting soldiers have come from the Gurkha regiments. Some of the best players come from Ireland.
Not sure about that, Harsha, but certainly
distributing England and
today Nepal.
Catch it!
Oops! Was hit back very hard.
Catch गरेको भए आज
It's low to his left, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. 13 of that over. England have done well in the power play with 57. They've lost 2 wickets. Nepal will be very happy with that. Yeah, really just flap that at. Hit him on the forearm. And they'll all have time to think about what happened in those first 6 overs. It's time for drinks.
Discard me. Discard not the eggless. Live ma आफै हेर्छु live stream. केटाहरु सब व्यस्त हो. उ स्याउ मुस्ताङको स्याउ बाडी राखन केटाहरुले.
By 6 overs, 57-2 at moment. Who's the happiest side?
I would say Nepal. That's the first boundary down the ground. This ball in T20 international cricket for Mala. It's a huge wicket of Phil Salters. Has been deliveries to feed off to keep that scoreboard ticking over from an England point of view. And Butler accessing the offside. Seam and spin. And doing of him. Nicely by Asif. Nepal were up and about. If they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to continue to try and take wickets. England will be looking to build a partnership. Two young guns at the crease. Tom Banton and Jacob Bethel both playing in their first World Cup.
Run rate of 9.5. Jacob Bethel. He's going to be a player that everyone's going to talk about, but on the evidence of these first 13 balls, it's just looked easy for him. Just easy.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about the young man. He's an all-round cricketer and character, you have to say. Those are the batters to come. Captain Harry Brook, who has been at 5 since Sri Lanka series, previously at 4, and been in great form. All-rounders Sam Curran and Will Jacks, still plenty to come.
लामी छाने आए बोलले धाछ लौडे साला अस्ति एनपीएल मा त लिथिस यानी लि गान्डु.
Brook, Curran and Jacks.
Interior was je हुन्छ.
3 quality players to come. One of those intrigues. As Lamichhane comes on.
ए फर्किनु भएन त.
All the players who've played for Nepal, the most celebrated of them all, goes around the world, his leg breaks, inevitably with success. And if Nepal have to make an impression in this consolidate phase, Lamichhane will have a big part to play.
Huh?
Banton in front of him.
The China. Ani match nahane.
How straight was that? The finger's gone. Right, Banton. Have a word with Bethel. It looked very straight. There was a bit of a stride. They will take the review.
यो त लाने छानेले चाहिँ गर्छ क्या त यसले जे जति हेड गरेर
Okay, we have a review for LBW. Original decision is out.
अस्ति
Player
पाकिस्तानको जस्तो
review.
गर्दैला नि यिनीहरूले झ्याल्नु
I'm looking at vision now, going through. Keep going through.
के नम्बर
Keep going through. Keep going through.
LBW
Yeah. It's clearly missed the bat. Just play that back. Yeah, it's clearly missed the bat. We can go to ball tracking when ready.
आउट तर यता यो विकेटको लाइन भन्दा यता छ भने त्यो प्रोजेक्सन त्यो चाहिँ आउट हुन्छ आउट हुँदैन त्यो डिजिटल प्रोजेक्सन
ball tracking now. Original decision is out. Impact is in line. Hitting the wickets. Go back on field. Original decision out. Signal now. Thank you.
Out it is. Nepal get another. It's Banton who's got to go. And the celebrations here in Mumbai can be heard all the way to Kathmandu. It's 57 for 3 now.
मैले स्टिम गरेर राखेँ फेरि साथै तिमीले स्टिम गरेर चाहिँ नभन्नु फेरि पछि
And Banton's got to go.
यहाँ असर गर्नु भन्नु त यो
For 2.
6 ओभर 57 भनेपछि ल तिमीले 70 बनाए ले 200 को वरिपरि त हान्नु पर्छ यही हिसाबले हान्ने हो तर पछाडिकोले त ब्याट घुमाउने यो त किन अगाडि विकेट बाँकी धेरै रहेन त्यसलाई भन्दा लाग्यो त्यसलाई आउट गर्नु पर्यो के यो खैरेलाई खैरे कपाललाई
Harry Brook comes in at number 5. One of the game's great emerging players, dare I say, one of the game's best players at the moment. That ranking's going to go up. He's going to be a special player. Putting 3 is his batting number. Down at 5. He's come in early though, but most days you're batting at 5, you're batting in the back 10 in a good batting side. He's a far, far better player than that. He's just got the right touch of aggression. Sometimes merges into arrogance with the bat, which is not always a bad thing. But in front of Nepal's best bowler, Sandeep Lamichhane, who's got a wicket of his first ball.
यसको बानी फेरि मलाई थाहा है यो लामिछानेको एक ओभरमा एक विकेट भन्दा धेरै लिदैन
The dismissal of Tom Banton. His go-to shot, the reverse sweep. Change in feet, gets his head out in front. Puts him on the inside. A good decision by the on-field umpire. And elation, Lamichhane.
Get it, hit me up. Audience. The uso ke jai Lamichhane ko hate me or love me, you can't deny me.
It's beautiful to watch. I've been at the Wankhede Stadium so many times, seeing some fabulous moments. But to see all of Nepal in Mumbai come here to celebrate moments like these, unbridled joy. It's just one of the more beautiful things I've seen at this Wankhede Stadium. It reminds me a great deal of the early years of Bangladesh. Just past him for 4. The scoreboard can tell a story. The batters don't believe it.
Result is exactly that. 4 for Harry Brook.
Yeah, I'm the captain right there.
The plays all around the ground. Early in his innings has showed intent. Now on the reverse sweep, but this is quick. It forces him, almost rushes him to go really fine. Was it a chance for a first slip? No, I don't think so. Absolutely no chance. That ball is travelling at a rate of knots. Doesn't even get a hand on it.
Bowlers always have a contrary view. It's called for 2 straight away. They say no because it's a sprightly Nepal side in the field.
Let's go.
I remember being in Kuala Lumpur in '97 when Bangladesh first made it to the '99 World Cup, won their qualifying round. And I promise you there wasn't a Bangladeshi in Malaysia wasn't at the ground that day. Seems a bit like that here in the 1K with Nepal. 7 runs and a wicket. It's 64 for 3. The 1K with Nepal.
चल्दी
Chan.
आफूले नेताहरू यिनीहरूको नदेखा यो को बुढाहरू हुन त राम्रै होला है को आयो नन्दनलाई ल्याएछ फेरि
Traditional Nepalese hats. It's almost as if, Morgs, that all the attention is on Nepal when they're the underdogs.
Brings a lovely energy, Harsher. 2 World Cups. Extended amount of participants. And this World Cup creates opportunity, but Jacob Bethel so far, this was the first early, only on his 3rd delivery that was, but follows it up again with his crisp footwork, targeting that long on to cow corner area. Favoured most left-handers, particularly against spin, if you can pick length up early. And Bethel can.
I
get the feeling like many of us are quite a fan of seeing the emerging nations here at the ICC T20 World Cup. And one of the things we're seeing with every passing World Cup is the gap is narrowing. Saw the USA beat Pakistan, Nepal coming so close to beating South Africa. Already we've seen the Netherlands, the USA put in strong performances. Today Nepal have started well.
Targets mid-wicket and
Owen Morgan loves the pull shot, targets mid-wicket, long versus spin.
Most left-handers, you would say, more aesthetically pleasing on the eye, Jacob Bethel. First World Cup, remember. What an opportunity this is for the young man to bat at 3 for the whole tournament.
That's right. आफूले आज ब्याटिङ हेर्नु पर्छ त्यो अस्ति नै जस्तो यस्तो यो फर्काउने सर्काउने गर्यो भने यिनीहरुलाई त
You were on television, you were the chief dignitary carrying the World Cup.
What an honour. What an honour. I've not actually touched it since we won it back in 2010 under Paul Collingwood in Barbados. Very fond memories of T20 World Cups, and just realise how difficult it is to get to the final and all this. Every team looking to try and achieve the same feat in their own way.
It's the biggest change you've seen since that day in Barbados to the T20 game and the World Cup.
Yeah, there's been a couple. I'd say to start with, the level of fielding that has changed in those 15 years has been absolutely incredible. And I would highlight boundary catches, how well everybody within teams can move. So the level of fitness has definitely gone up, but the skill in which fielders, outfielders can catch the ball and manage the boundary rope behind them has incredibly moved on since 2010. The other is just the consistency in which batters can hit consecutive sixes.
London to Bethel. One done.
Push hard
on the onside.
For 2 here, Bethel. Yes, is the
going for the 2.
Make it easily, both very quick. Yeah, I'd say the consistency in which most of the batters in each team can hit 6s at ease. Back in 2010, you almost had a couple of players in each and every team that had the ability to go over the ropes during different phases of the game. But now it is just a
deep thought, deep point, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg.
I'd say those are the 2 dramatic changes since 2010.
You could add 1 to that. It is where the 6s are going. Not just distance beyond the ropes, but it
outside the boundary line
that the ball didn't travel to in the past.
Bethel janu paryo, Bethel line.
He was falling over on the adjacent pitch.
Nandu, mere bhai.
Is that down? Oh, yes and no, yes and no, trouble. And Bethel will breathe a sigh of relief.
Thukka. यिनीहरुले कति 1 2 3 टा यसले नै अघि त्यो अगाडि आएको एउटा पछाडीको
Harry Brook has come to the
अहिले
crease.
रन
1 to 2
तीनटा मिस्टेक मैले
then
भेट्दै
sends the captain back. A good throw. Jacob Bethel's out.
Direct
poor
hit
throw
भएको
for
भए
a side who is known for their impeccable fielding. That would have brought them their 4th wicket and the big one of Jacob Bethel.
He didn't have enough power behind the throw. I just looked at Surya Kumar Yadav bat yesterday and I wondered about the irrelevance of the stumps. Didn't matter where the stumps were. He was falling one side of the pitch and the ball was going to 6 on the other side.
सुनको भाउबाट यसले सुनाएर हिँडेछ
And we call wide too.
दुईटा वाइड फाल्यो यो आत्तियो क्या यो
mid 130s.
Yeah, and the surface, you would say, more accustomed to what we're used to here at the 1KD last night. India's fixture against USA just held ever so slightly, both for seamers and spin. So they haven't necessarily seen that. Bit of bounce as you would expect here in Mumbai.
192
allows you to access square of the wicket well, score freely.
Nandu running
over so far.
Bethel
not afraid to bang the ball in short. 8 gone, 73 for 3 England.
No over soccer.
England bring very rich history, tradition, even if it's T20. Remember T20 started there. Still something about going to London to watch.
Population 58 million, language English.
It says region Europe, and I'm happy to see that because it's a big representation. Big representation from Europe here. Ireland, Netherlands, Italy. Seen Scotland come in. The unfortunate situation around Bangladesh.
That you might not have been to over the years. Are there any of the current teams at this T20 World Cup that you would like to go and travel to? Italy, for example, is one that stands out.
The only thing I will say about all the countries at the World Cup here is that they pale into insignificance before the number of countries you've played cricket in recently.
Wide खानु भएन, boundary खानु भएन.
Let's say I'd like to add Nepal to my list of places. Fantastic things, both about the culture and the passion for cricket. I've seen some of the clips on social media. Nepal Premier League. It's infectious. Energy screams through your device. I've seen the fans turn up today in their thousands of can certainly get a feel for it.
एउटा डट हैन एक सिंगल लिन दिने बेथेललाई उता स्ट्राइकमा पुर्याउने विकेट जितिसक्यो
Lamachani is he's always close to the stumps and his vast experience. There's no freebies with him.
And it's coming out nicely. Variations. This is the genuine leg spinner. Just goes on under the butt. Bat.
अब यो पेसरमा आयो यो आउट भयो अब यसलाई अब बल हान्ने खोज्छ क्याच आउट प्रेडिक्सन त मेरो छ
के like this from Lamachani. Get the dive in, keep Harry Brook on strike. He's building it nicely here. So leg spinners, when they're confident, like to go up and over the eye line, but also have the ability to go into the wicket depending on the phase of the over.
As a leg spinners, it doesn't work in favour of Brook.
एकदम राम्रो हो
Said he doesn't normally bowl short, but it's just
यसको
3 of
बलले
the over.
प्रेसर हान्यो नि त अब नेक्स्ट बलरलाई सजिलो हुन्छ खै करण केसीको सकेको र करण केसी नि बोलाम न अब त भ्यालेन्टाइन बोयको हेर्दिम न भ्यालेन्टाइन गिफ्ट
Short he did.
Here. Leg spinners when they're
Your wife's one of them.
Love you. Love you.
But it's just 3 of the over. 9 gone, 76 for 3.
There's a traitor in the house. There are 5 names on there. Your wife's one of them.
Love you. What's on the menu?
I have a game. One of them is a liar. I want to know which. Have you ever killed another person? Yes or no?
Yes. Oh my.
Have you ever betrayed your country?
Only if I had to. Would you lie for me, George?
If you needed my help.
Would you kill for me?
Can you imagine what it must be for a Nepalese in Mumbai? He's travelled far from his land, she's travelled far from her land, hoping to find some work here, do well. Then suddenly, there's players from their land in their country. They've all come here to celebrate. Kushal Bhurtel. Got lots of spin bowling options, Nepal. We'll see him bat at the top of the order a little later. Surely there's a big one coming from Harry Brook now. It's 10 of 10. Well, if he can glide a ball to the boundary, he doesn't need the power, does he? That's a beautifully played shot.
Yeah, certainly doesn't. Just eased from Harry Brook.
The gap easily back for 2. How far do you think young Brook can go? Are all his limitations within him? Is it just how much his extraordinary talent can take him?
Here, I think the world is his oyster right now. He's had off the field pressures, but has managed to compartmentalise on and off the field.
Nice.
With the bat since he's taken on the captaincy has been nothing short of brilliant. So the responsibility that he has taken on is a good one. He'll move to 5 now, but he is one of England's finest batters in all formats.
King of SUVs, undisputed ultimate.
As anybody. Perhaps the only question that will continue to be asked throughout this tournament is that during various different stages, where does he move up and down the order? So he starts at 5 today, so naturally has found himself in earlier than expected. But if the likes of Butler, Salt, Bethel play well and score runs in volume, limits the amount of runs that the captain has an opportunity there to win the game for his team.
Match हेरे हैनस् Nepal versus England,
Actually
83
just
मा 3,
unfold as the
9.5
tournament
over.
goes on.
The one box I'd like to see him tick off is get runs on slower surfaces against
खै म त वेबसाइट कहाँ
It's an
अरु
area
वेबसाइटमा
that
हेरेर
he hasn't excelled in yet. Occasionally he has, of course.
ल डिस्काउन्टमा आइज त यहाँ म स्ट्रिम गरिराख्छु हेर्ने सँगै हेर्ने मान्छे भएन ल आइज डिस्काउन्टमा डिस्काउन्ट
Fabulous addition. Just 8 of that over. 10 gone. England are 84 for 3.
I'm here because I believe in this program. We have peace here. People feel safe. Are they?
They're here. Aren't they?
हेलो 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 हेलो
To millions of people.
यो नानीको शिरैमा सुस्कुला
This is about control, about who dictates how this war is fought.
Pensive thoughts of
बेच्चिनलाई झारौँ भनेको लास्टमा
next.
बुकै
England
टिप्दियो
have a little
त
bit of depth to their batting lineup. What an international debut for Sher Mallow, who's back into the attack. Wicket of Phil Salt, first ball.
मन लाग्यो
Just dropped
त्यो
a
उसलाई
few
किन
short in
नदिएर
that
मैले
first
बुझेकै
spell.
छैन
First over,
भ्यालेन्टाइन
so
बोयलाई
looking to correct that. England just battling away here. They're not having it all their own way. 2 6s, 10 4s. Yeah, just drop down a little there. Get away with it. What a moment. First ball in international cricket. Phil Salt just helped it on its way. And then Josh Butler, just one maybe that bounced a little bit. Tom Banton, first ball to Lamachani. Decided that the reverse was on, it wasn't.
Sher Mallow in the house. Sher Mallow to Brook. And a single. Going for the 2. Good throw by Idle batsman.
Banton might have given themselves a little longer just to have a look. Absolutely. Certainly Phil Salt. I mean, he obviously never faced Sher Mallow. Might have looked in the videos and come up with a plan, but give yourself a chance, surely, first ball. Now, Tom Banton has faced Lamachani a little bit in Big Bash, but even then, first ball. Different conditions. Well, thinking that England
163, 180, 163 धेरै हो कि 150 भन्दा माथि भने त अलि हाम्रो केटाहरु प्रेसरमा हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ.
And last evening, although it's a very hot day, so it might dry out over the course of the next hour.
मल्लको ओभर राम्रो भइरहेछ यार. 2 4 5 5 रन 6 रन ल. ल लास्ट बलमा 1 विकेट हान्न मल्ल सर.
There's a little bit of moisture in it. The ground put quite a lot of water on it this morning. And when we get to the ground, Wardy, quite often these pitches are under cover, Hessian covers, because they're trying to protect it from the real heat of the sun, but not so today. He wants it to dry out a little bit. There's a little bit of moisture, and that will go for 4.
It's okay.
Jacob Bethel into the 40s. He's been biding his time.
92 for 3.
My wife was murdered. I want to go after Sarah's killers. You can't do what I do no matter how much I train you. Point it at my chest! Do it now! You're just not a killer, Charlie.
Rami Malek. Lawrence Fishbone.
This is a device that's been decompressing the glass beneath you. You held a gun to my wife's head. You have the wrong person. I have exactly the right
Hello.
person. The amateur.
लिंक त कसै पठाउनु म उस गुगल हैन योनो टिभी त्यो दाइसको सुगाको गाजर योनो टिभी गुगल हानेर हेर्न त्यहाँ लिंकहरु दिइराख.
Just happy just to knock it around at the moment.
योनो टिभी के योनो टिभी युट्युब मा हैन इन्टरनेटमा सर्च हान.
Waited.
Why you
right
under TV?
under his eye line. You can just see how he opened the face as well. He knew exactly where those two fielders were behind square on the offside.
यस्तो गाजर नि खान्छ दाइ घाममा सुगाएको गाजर.
That will have to be bowled again. think that's why that Sri Lanka series.
Discord मा आइदैन लिंक पठाइदिनु
Ahead of this game. Sorry, ahead of this tournament, I should say. Just playing spin on those conditions.
म खाइन याद यो लास्ट चुंगमै भइसक्यो
Particularly that last game. Heaved away leg side. Just. Boy, he would have been interested for a while, long on, but the placement just about good enough from Bethel. Well, he planted one pull shot into the second tier down that end. He didn't quite get all of this. He had to drag it from a little bit further outside. As you say, Nighty, that fielder down there. He's in business. 100 runs up.
बोले सुने छु बोले
have been delivered by DP World.
मैले लिंक पठाइदिन्छु यही च्यानलको च्याटमा
Oh, that's
double छक्का खायो क्या लौरेले नभन्दा खायो यो भुर्तेले अस्ति एनपीएल मा नि कुटै खायो थियो यहाँ नि कुटै खायो फेरि कराउन त पाइयो नि फ्यान भएपछि यतिकै फ्यान भएको कराउने गाली गर्ने अधिकार त छ हौ
The noise off his bat though, coming through our earpieces.
गाली गर्न त पाइयो नि
As soon as he'd hit it, you could
छक्का खाइसकेछ के हाफ सेन्चुरी हानिसक्यो क्या हाफ सेन्चुरी यसको हाफ सेन्चुरी हानिसकेछ त
कसले हानिरा अहिले कसले खेलिरा हो
अहिले इंग्ल्यान्डको ब्याटिङ नेपालको बल
England captain as well in a series a little while ago.
मैं क्रिकेट मैच हेर्न आउँछु
his talent and ability, but I think it's his mind and his ability to read game situations they also enjoy, and he's in that position now.
How discard my mad ones?
You could see that composure in his test debut. Do you
Madu
remember all the way back in New Zealand on a fruity pitch in Christchurch?
खोल्दैछु यहाँ तपाईँले
त्यो लिंकहरुको लिस्ट आउँछ अनि एड त्यो अरु त्यो वेबसाइटको एड लिंकहरु आइराख्छ त्यो बन्द गर अनि आफै खोल्छ बिचमा एकछिन
आयो
भाइ
Another expensive over 14.
109 देखाछ तेरोमा
106
106 मुला 200 तिर पुरा अन्त केटाहरुलाई प्रेसर पर्छ के
डेन्जर गाह्रो हुन्छ बुक्लुक आउट हान्नुपर्छ
गाह्रो छ
गाह्रो
लामे छानेले हो असम्म राम्रो गरेको अघि फर्स्ट बलमा एक विकेट थियो यान्दा अघि ओभरमा 3 रन मात्र दियो भुर्तेल मामा पिटा खाएको खाइछन् यो भ्यालेन्टाइन बोयले किन बलिङ गर्न नदिएको पुरै बुझेन यो देशको शक्ति सही के हो
को भ्यालेन्टाइन बोय फेरि
करण केसी
And he can't quite get it, but you just feel now.
हो अस्ति नै कुन यस्तै भ्यालेन्टाइन डे को बेला म्याच भएको थियो अनि त्यसले जिताएको हो के त्यहाँदेखि भ्यालेन्टाइन बोय नाम भएको त्यसको
just bowling in one here or are you going to roll the dice?
यो बेथेललाई अघि देखि उडा भनेको हाफ सेन्चुरी हान्दिसक्यो लन्टनले
Ideally wants to bowl one, get a breakthrough and take him out, I would have thought, but 51 from 39.
हामीले यो शार्दुल भाइ त डान्सर पो रहेछ है थाहै थिएन मलाई आज स्टोरी हेरेको त भगाल नाच्यो त भाइ
Two ways for England to look at this over, as you quite rightly
say.
त्यही
बल्ल आज थाहा पायो कि त्यो डुराक बानेर किन हिँड्छ भाइ भनेको त उहाँ बिबोइङ ब्याकग्राउन्डको मान्छे पो रहेछ अनि
England or do you take down their best bowler?
डुरी बानेर हिँड्छ रे
डुराक हो कि के भन्छ नि
Yeah, I think the modern day it's no, we're going to try and
त्यो टाउकोमा लगाउँछ त भाइले त्यो कालो
First ball, look, we don't care about condition. We're going to take you down.
ल हेर अब लानी छानेले अब विकेट लिन्छ फिल्डिङ टक्क सेट गरेछ क्याच आउट हो
Easier balls to hit from some of the other balls.
सर लाएर
150 सम्म ठिक हुन्थ्यो 200 छुवाउँछ के उनीहरुले
200 छुन्छ यार मार्नु किन भन्दा बल्ल अब हान्न सुरु गर्छ यिनीहरुले यत्रो विकेट छ हातमा
He's only got an over and a half remaining.
यो बेथेल मुला हाफ सेन्चुरी हान्न यसले टुक्क पड्काउँछ यसलाई आउट गर्नु पर्छ के होइन त आउट होइन दुई रन लिए क्या दुई रन दियो
As soon as Harry Brook came to the crease, Lamachane said, "No, Skip, I want a slip. You have to have a slip." Now that's going to be because of the importance of Harry Brook, the player.
छैन
हौ जसले नि त्यही सोध्छ यार मलाई खाएन हौ दिउँसो खाँदैन कि
म्याच सुरु भएपछि त अनि 10 बज्यो हाम्रो यहाँ कति बज्यो त 10:35 भएछ
क्याच इट कोही नरहेछ उल्टो चार
from Harry Brook, who's just beginning to find his feet now.
स्टार्टिङमा डर हो प्रेसर पर्ने भएन इङ्ल्यान्डले त जिते हैन र
कहाँ वार्म अपमा खेलेकै छैन कि यिनीहरूसँग क्यानाडा र अर्को कोसँग मात्र
हो
साला रिप्ले हो त्यहाँ माडु रिप्ले हेरेर ए अहिलेको भनेको
म भर्खर पुगिरहेको रहेछ यहाँ अनि
डर पिटे हेरेर
खेलेको तर यहाँसम्म त पुगेको यार के छ झापा 5 मा अनि
छोड्दै झापा 5 भाड्ने जास होला यहाँ देशको यस्तो भइरह अस्ति वार्म अप सबै जित्यो साले रियल गेम खेल्न आउँदाखेरि यस्तो छ पारा मलाई पहिले भनेको थियो कि मैले नै हेरे हैन जे 7 विकेटले जित्यो 6 विकेटले जित्यो भन्दा त राम्रो खेल्यो 120 भइसक्यो ल अबको 7 ओभरमा 5 कै
यही रन रेट गयो भने त 7-9 कति हाल्छ 200 छुन्छ यो रन रेटमा गयो
यो रन रेटको प्रेडिक्सनमा 189-90 तिर थियो त्यो भनेको 12 रन त यसो एक्स्ट्रा हान्दिहाल्छ नि एकजनाले 200 नै हो त्यो
भने र इन्डियनहरु पनि पुरा नेपालको सपोर्टमा छ
अनि होल वर्ल्ड कपमा इन्डिया पछिको फ्यान बेस स्ट्रङ भयो के नेपालले हामीले मेरै सर्कलको 2-3 जना केटाहरु गइराख उहाँ इन्डिया मुम्बई
हेर्नु होल त्यहाँ पुरा जर्सी लगाएर देख्यो त दामी देख्यो
हेर्नु न त्यो नेपाली मान्छेहरु टक्ले दाइ पुगिसकेछ टक्ले दाइ आउट
पक्का हैन
होइन के त्यो क्रिकेटको कमेन्टेटर के दाइले टक्ले दाइ भनेको बिना क्विङ्कल भन्दैन दाइले
by planes down here to Mumbai, but by trains, by automobiles, any way in which they could get here to the stuff of dreams for so many Nepal fans. Feeling off his own bowling, they will get the single. And every single famous as the 12th man for this team. Don't forget about the quality through that Asia, East Asia Pacific ICC T20 World Cup qualifier unbeaten. They're known as the cardiac kids. That's their nickname. Stuart Law, the head coach. Catch out भनेको त फेरि छक्का हाने के यार.
This could be a chance.
Yes.
La catch boys.
Comes in.
बेथेललाई आउट गरेको मैले अघिदेखि भनेको बल्ल यसलाई आउट गर्यो भन्थुहरु
कमरा हान्नु रहेछ
आहा कम सक्यो देख्नु पर्दैन
Jacob Bethel played a really good hand. Very into the attack.
हजुरले देखे भयो होला मलाई आनन्दै भयो झन् मेरो टेन्सन नदिनु हेर्नु त्यहाँ बसेर ल अब यति भयो नि हल्का प्रेसर चाहिँ अफ भयो हल्का रन रेट घट्ला कि भन्ने कुरो हो अब अर्को त्यो ब्रुकलाई चाहिँ हाफ सेन्चुरी हान्न नदिकिन आउट गर्यो भने रमाइलो हुन्छ कि
I'm really sorry. I know this is rude.
ह्याट्रिक हान्छ अब यो कुशलको भुर्तेल हो त्यो
भुर्तेल हो र त्यो
कसले आउट बनाएको भुर्तेलले हैन
बलरै हेरेन नि त
त्यो चिसो के खान मन लाग्यो भनेर ठ्याक्क गइरहेको थिएँ ठ्याक्क बियर खोलेको त गेम रहेछ के गर्नु
भाग्यले जुरायो नि त होला म यहाँ मुला धुप सल्काउन कुरेर बसिरहेको ब्रेक कति बेला होला र गएर यसो सल्काउन भने
अनि अहिले ब्रेक त भइरहेको
हैन के त्यो इन्डियन ब्रेक
Sometimes I feel like your work family is part of your family.
If you're lucky.
Not now, homie.
द बियरको नयाँ सिजन आएको हेर त द बियरको नयाँ सिजन आएको
एड रहेछ तैँले हेर्छस् त्यो
त्यो सकाइसक्यो हेरेर सिजन 2 चाहिँ खै आएको हो कि के हो
त्यही हो त्यसकै एड आएको
कहिले हेरेछस् त्यो
मैले त्यो सिरिज हेरेको छैन त्यसको क्लिपहरू हेर्छु कि
सिरिज दामी छ
यो के अरे कुकिङ सम्बन्धी होइन त सिरिज
सेफको बारेमा
अनि यो सेफहरूको एक दुईवटा मुभी हेरेको छु होइन त्यो अलिक स्वादै छुट्टै हुन्छ तिनीहरूको त्यो भन्नाले कि त्यो प्यासनै अर्को देखिने कि मुभीमा देखाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ
कति गाह्रो हुन्छ भनेर त्यहाँबाट देखिन्छ
मेथेल अब ब्रुकलाई उडाउन पर्यो यो कुरान हो कि करेन्ट के भन्छ यसलाई यसको टेन्सन छैन हामीलाई ब्रुकलाई उडाएर अनि त्यसपछि त्यो नम्बर कतिको आउँछ 7 को यिनीहरूले अलि सक्दैन यिनीहरूको क्याप्टेन को रहेछ इङ्ल्यान्डको आइरे नै रहेछ हौ आइरेले कस्तो नमिठो खायो छक्का चौका छक्का अघिल्लो ओभरमा
So left hand, right hand combinations continue. I think that's a little overrated personally. I don't think you should necessarily fight for that. If it happens to be the case as it is now, then I think that's fine. Too often there are left handers put in
27 वर्षको फुच्चीहरु चाहिँ खेलिराख्नु हामी हेर्नु त यहाँ
control of strength, power of strength, acceleration not so. That's exactly
भाइहरु वहाँ इन्टरनेशनल स्टेडियममा गएर क्रिकेट खेल्छन् यहाँ दाइहरु यस्तरी बस्नु पर्यो
I want to take your point about left-hand, right-hand combination, but what at
ए
least
माथु साला त पनि इङ्ल्यान्ड त हो नि हैन जाठा
hand option as much or the left arm option.
त युके पो हो त
बाले मतलबै छैन
म त बिर्सिरा त पनि युके मा पो होस् त
सेकेन्ड सपोर्ट नेपाल पछि लास्ट इयर त लास्ट टाइम त इङ्ल्यान्डले जितेको हैन
मलाई केही थाहा छैन यहाँ त्यो हो त्यस्तो थाहा पाउने मान्छे आएर बोल्दियोस् यसो सुन्दिम भनेको कोही नि आएनन् कि सबले फोन गरेर बोलाएको कोही आएन
आउँछ क्रिकेट खेल्नु
आउँछ नि म त पहिला के अरे मिडियम पेस बलर हो नि त राइट ह्यान्ड
किरण खतरा बलर हो किरण
को नुब्डा होइन होला
पाँच स्पिन हान्छ यस्तो डेन्जर
पत्ता छैन मैले
जस्तै हामी पहिला खेलेको या त्यत्र
कहाँ खेल्छस्
पाँच स्पिन बलर डेन्जर खेल्थ्यो नि हामीहरू यार पहिला क्रिकेट
कहाँ भनेको त नि के
त्यही घरको त्यो नुब्डाको घरको साइडमा पुरै खाली थियो नि त्यहाँ त उस नै थिएन के अरे घरहरू के पनि थिएन अनि हामीहरूले पुरा खनेर सम्म बनाएर पुरा हालेर 4 बजेदेखि ठ्याक्क सुरु हुन्थ्यो
ल आइज अब आउँदाखेरि के अरे तासीकोमा बियर खाने त्यहाँ क्रिकेट खेल्न जाने
ड्युस बल खेलेर ड्युस बलले गिडामा लागेर
ए त के फिल्डिङ हो
ट्राई गरे हो अब
हातमा परेको गा हो त्यो बा भुर्तेलको कपाल त लोरेलको एडमा खेलाउनु जस्तो उफ्रिरहेको छ हेर त्यो रिप्लेमा हेर है त्यसले रोक्छ होइन त्यसले त्यो नजाने हो कि
खेल्नु पर्ने हो त
The timing of the dismissal and then the break for a drink. Harry Brook was just starting to go, wasn't he? Now he's almost
फर्स्ट गेम हैन यो नेपालको
के रे म्यामले यसो जिताएर सबजनाले उकुस जित्यो भने त अर्कोचोटि हेर्न आएर मजा लाग्छ नि त
कति हेर्नु मान्छेहरू
नगर हाम्रो एनपीएल मा बढी थियो
हैन त्यो स्टेडियम हेर्न कत्रो ठुलो छ नि
मैले जिस्केर भने मलाई कहाँ स्टेडियम यत्रो नि छैन अडियन्स पनि थिएन नाइस नाइस गर्छ के सुदूर पश्चिमीले यतिकै सपोर्ट हाने यसलाई
Get up the order and face more balls. He just said we're going to be flexible.
यो पारस खड्गालाई नि उठाइदियो हुन्थ्यो हेर्न नेता स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टरको लागि
पारस खड्गा आफै नउठ्यो भने बसिरहेको त्यस्तो हुनुपर्छ के मान्छे भनेको अनि पारस खड्गा उता उठ्यो भने त क्यान त ध्वस्त पार्छन् होला नि त जाँठाहरू
कहाँ स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर भएपछि त कहाँ
getting through is over pretty quick. Just putting England new batter under a little bit of
फुटबल पनि राम्रो गराउँछ फुटबल केटीहरुको अहिले ठिकै छ केटाहरु त देखिन
फुटबलमा त केटाहरुको कुरै नहरै साला गान्डोहरुको
अस्ति साफ भइरहेछ के अरे यो फुटसलमा राम्रो खेलिरहेछ नि
फुटबलबाट फुटसलको कुरा नगरे फेरि त
हैन फुटसलमा नि नेशनल टिमको मान्छेहरु छ त नि
फुटसललाई कसले फुटबल जसरी हेर्छ
त्यो चाहिँ हो अब तर जे आफ्नो देशको जे आउँछ त्यो सपोर्ट हान्दिने त्यही त कबड्डी पनि आउँछ
खोखोको को बुझ्न मन लाग्छ त्यो खोखो कसरी रहेछ के रहेछ भनेर
ढाका टोपी आयो
Smile about for the Nepal fans, but just starting to as well in these last 5 overs could be destructive. Current just in
150 सम्मको लागि दियो भने
40 भयो भने ठिकै हुन्छ ल यही जस रन रेटिङ अलि घटाउनु भन्दा यो ब्रुकलाई उडाए हुन्थ्यो अरु भन्दा नि प्रेसर अफ हुन्थ्यो अनि यो नयाँ हाल्दा त गाह्रो हुन्छ
Nepal will know England are going to come very hard. Brooks going to come very hard. This is a crucial phase in this game.
कहाँ फालेको फुटबल
Yeah, and I think it could be this over, Nas.
नेपालमा चाहिँ कसरी हेर्नुहुन्छ लिगली
लिगली खै त्यो स्ट्राइक हो के भन्नु हो
Strike rate up.
छैन वाइड हो
100 in the final 5 overs.
त्यो स्ट्राइक हो के स्पोर्ट्समा 400 रुपैयाँ तिर्यो भने हेर्न पाउँछ भने थियो के रे एड फ्री
देखाउनु पर्ने
मैले नबुझेको यो करण केसीलाई किन हाले हैन कि यसले सुरुकै 4 ओभर हानिसक्यो यसले
वाउ
सिधै बोल्ड मदरफकर्स अब यो ब्रुकलाई हो के उडाउनु पर्ने यो नयाँले त सजिलो हुन्छ
ग्रुप नै गएको छैन
ब्रुकले हो के पिच सुट्ने त अब टिक्न टिके कन्फिडेन्स पनि छ रन पनि हाने त्यसले हाफ सेन्चुरी हानेपछि फर्स्ट ब्याट घुमाउन थाल्छ त्यसले
Coronel feel a tad unlucky, but it's brilliant controlled accuracy from Ari.
आइरनी भन्दैन के आरी भन्छ खैरहरुले
37 for 5.
From Ari.
Heroes of the D20 World Cup.
यहाँको नेशनल टिम खेल्छ नि
ICC Men's T20 World Cup every day at 6 p.m.
Triple header, double header, single header.
The light is presented by Higher Mini LED in association with Amul, the taste of India.
Spin bowling all-rounders.
Will Jacks
comes in at 7. We have Liam Dawson.
India USA पनि रहेछ त यसपालि ए अन्त अस्ति थियो त नि USA सँग खेले त नि
USA र क्यानाडा सँग हो वामा खेलेको नेपाल
Singh Irie impressive couple of wickets
विकेट किपर को हो माडु
खै
Excellent hitter down the
त्यो
order.
अहिलेको भाइ हो जस्तो लाग्यो
Nepal going well. 5 wickets, they continue to chip away.
इटालीसँग रहेछ नि त गेम त अनि नेक्स्ट गेम त
के नेपालको
स्कटल्यान्ड वेस्ट इन्डिज राम्रो अलिकति सजिलै ग्रुप स्टेजमा पुगेर परेर
Looked at Sam Curran the moment the wicket fell. He chewed up deliveries. Now Will Jacks is in. First ball's a dot ball. Harry Brooks only faced one ball of the matchup that Owen
कहाँ छ नुब्रा चाहिँ
and that's because
भर्खर घर
the
आइपुग्यो
other end, Owen, he's been starved to strike a little bit.
Yeah, and a good piece of bowling. These are the balls leading up to the wicket. His aim is to get
कस्तो
the
अल्छी
right
गरेर
foot
ब्याटिङ
off strike
गरेको
and bowl
जस्तो
as much
देखियो
as Sam Curran as possible. And even with the wide,
ल अहिले
still making
रुसले छ क्या
another wicket from
Little
ID
bit of drift there. An excellent over
कति
for
रन दियो
Nepal.
1 2 3
It's 138 for 5.
ठिकै हो बल्ल यिनीहरूले अहिले आएर
brilliant.
प्रेसर फुल
7
गरेको
dots in
हुँदैन
his
रन पनि देखेन
3
विकेट पनि
overs,
झारेछ
2 for 23.
अब लामी
See if he
छानेलाई
goes
दिन्छ
again
होला अब
with 2.
त्यो गरे भने ठिकै
लामी छाने लामी छाने भन्नु लामी छाने
What is he doing?
I won't hurt you. I'm not one of them.
Toothless.
You ready? Everything you know about dragons is wrong. Come on!
नेमी छेने I think नेमी
लामी
छेने
छाने in the house
He has 1 over left.
last over from Lami Chane to Jacks
And a bit of spin.
and beat him
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he called for a
from
slip
the
here,
offside ball.
especially to Will
कस्तो
Jacks.
कमेन्ट
Just
सुन्नु
come
न
to the
हजुर त के
crease,
सुन्नु भएन मजा लागेन होला
trying to
दाइले
find his way.
दाइले क्रिकेट हेर्नु न खासै
3 deliveries
दाइलाई
standing today.
खासै इन्ट्रेस्ट
Continue
छैन
to take
दाइलाई
wickets.
देशको भनेर
करण दिसको बाँकी छ डट दुईटा
डबल डट दाइ अब यो आउट हुन्छ के अब यो माइन्ड गेम हो यस्तो टक्क लाएर
Quick chat between both of them.
हैन खानु त
Turning again, beautiful leg spinner. That has turned.
हैन साच्चै भनेको कस्तो
Rashid will be encouraged by that.
खान्न भनेर साँच्चै जिस्काउनु भयो कि हो
Still no slip. Drift in, perfect seam position, spin away. Got a lot of other deliveries, the variations as well.
अब डट फेरि एन्ड विकेट यो डट भएन माडु अब विकेट हो के अब विकेट हो
To be a bit concerned. He's
हाल्नु त
faced
त्यो बेटिङमा हाल्नु
about 2
50,000 हाल्नु अब विकेट हो
2 overs. He's itching to get back on strike.
त्यो जन्नतको इमरान हाशमी म हो के आजको लागि
Dots the other end. Go to shot.
English man हेरेर न
Sweep.
त्यहाँ
Does he go to it?
हैन त्यो कप जेसै यो
Playing off the back
हाम्रो
foot
ढाका
might be a
टपी पो
better
देखाउनु
option.
Goes reverse. Another
ल
dot. And no, it's
निस्कनु
not.
ठिकै छ ठिकै
यस्तो रहेछ के माडु ब्रुक्सलाई आउट हुन लेखाएर रहेछ के अब हेर क्याच आउट हुन्छ यो ब्रुक्स
त्यस्तै छ
मलाई अलि डर के लागिरहेको भन्दाखेरि यो रोहित भुटेल अनि आएर छ नि यिनीहरू यही रिभर सर्ट खेल्छ कि यिनीहरू डल्ले भएर धेरै लन्ठेहरू यस्तै खेल्यो भने म गोली हान्छु त्यहाँबाट
In the last few years, normally right on top of their game, very disciplined.
त्यो विकेट किपरको साइडमा बस्छ कि अहिले क्याच छुट्यो थियो नि पछाडिपट्टि हो त्यही
He's been waiting for this.
नाइस अब
बा एक रन मात्र दियो त
Just one delivery
3 ओभर
for
यसरी
Nepal's
खेल्यो
best
भने
bowler, most experienced bowler.
मैले बुझिनँ कि यो इङ्ल्यान्डकोले किन पुरो एग्रेसिभ खेलेकै छैन त 17 ओभर सक्नु लागिसक्यो
गाह्रो भयो होला नि तिनीहरूलाई पनि अब नेपाल अन्डर एस्टिमेट गरेको थियो होला
अब 3 ओभर बाँकी छ हेर्नु लामी छानेले 1 रन दियो बल्ल यो ओभरमा टोटल
करण केसीको 2 बाँकी छ अझै
This broadcast is co-presented by ChatGPT.
3 ओभर भनेको 18 बल
Co-powered by Hyundai.
18 जुन 36
In association with Britannia
लिगकै
NutriChoice,
हिसाबले नि
money view
36
से
40
पैसा,
40
तो
जोड्यो
रुकना
भने
कैसा,
त्यही हो
and higher mini
त्यति नै
LED.
हुन्छ प्रोजेक्ट बिचमा चौका छक्का खायो भने त अनि गयो
that you can create, all trying to target the spin or the stumps. As a spinner, you only really need to turn the ball
ल्यामी
slow
छानेको अहिले
enough
लास्ट
to get
ओभर
it
भनेको
moving
हैन
in
कि
the
फेरि
air
यही आयो त
to threaten both sides of
यो
the bat.
को बलर
करण केसीको 2 बाँकी छ लामी छानेको 1 होला अब
Today, as Irie
हैन लामी छानेको अहिले लास्ट ओभर भने हो बुर्तेल आएछ त्यही लामी छाने र करण केसी अनि शेर मल्ल भयो आज 1 विकेट लिएर राम्रो
Pressure building.
यतिको रन दिएर प्रेसर हान्ने भने त विकेट नै चाहिएन कि अब जस्तै 3 ओभरमा अहिले लामी छानेले जस्तै 1 ओभरमा 1 रन दियो भने कति 143 त हुन्छ नि
दामी हुन्छ त्यस्तो त अब
बिचरा हान्नै सकेन जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई कस्तो टेस्ट म्याच जस्तो खेल्यो त मलाई 18th ओभर पनि एक रन लिएर
अगाडि चाहिँ हिरो भइरहेको थियो होला
अहिले करण केसी आयो भने फेरि रन रेट बढ्छ जस्तो लाग्यो
Down the pitch, it's got
wicket catch it boys catch it
sets himself, will he go over his head?
त्यसले समात्न सक्छ यार
It does.
सकेन नि लगान फिल्म हो र जाँठा सर्ट सक्यो भन्ने यसै त रोहित दाइ भए डल्ले
अहिले भए त उडी उडी खान्थ्यो त्यसले
Quite get there. It's a good piece of bowling spin on offer. It gives it a chance. Is there too
ए
much
बिचारा
elevation?
सक्दैन थियो
Right on the long on.
र उभिएको भए
On the side of the cameraman. That is pin high.
First boundary in 20 deliveries. Just gripped as well, and the fielder does well.
Good work in the deep. Scramble back for 2.
6-7-8
will be encouraged by this. Wondered if conditions would change.
10 रन गइसक्यो अहिले
Certainly have since yesterday.
अब 2 ओभर भनेपछि 20 हान्यो भने पनि 170 त मिनिमम हुने भयो
Considerable amount of turn.
हुन त नेपालको लागि त ठुलै हो त्यो गाह्रै हुन्छ 150 माथि त अलि गाह्रै छ
Hurry back for 2. And that'll bring up the 150 for England. 151 with 2 overs left.
त्यो त वन डे मा होला नि त
India get the perfect start that they wanted.
India continued to be aggressive.
Will India be the first team to break 300 runs barrier in T20 World
त्यही छ टेन्सन यार देश हार्ला भन्ने टेन्सन छैन लामी सानेर के पाउँछ टेन्सन पास न त केटोले पास यसले लाउँछ सुनेसन लाउँछ सुनको भाउ बढायो आज जित्न पर्यो केटाले यसो अब आज जित्यो भने अब जानकी नजाम भएर बसिरहेको नेपालीहरू जान्छ नि हेर्नु फेरि
आज जित्यो भने नेक्स्ट म्याच इटालीसँग रहेछ
इटलीवाला त हेर्न गइदैन
त्यसपछि अर्को म्याच स्कटल्यान्डसँग रहेछ ए वेस्ट इन्डिजसँग अनि त्यसपछि स्कटल्यान्ड यो गेम जित्यो भने यो गेम र इटालीको गेम जित्यो भने 6 पोइन्ट आयो
तले यो नन्दन भन्ने चिने थिइस् म बल्ल आज चिने यसको नाम आई मलाई कति 1 ओभरमा 2 वाइड फाल्यो लन्ठुले
यो नयाँ हो जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई अन्डर 19 बाट आएको जस्तो लाग्यो
फर्स्ट टाइम सुने तर रन त थोरै नै ल्याएर रहेछ त 13 रन 1 विकेट 2 ओभर थाहा छैन सुरुमा भेट्यो लौडा
And that is an excellent way to go to a half century. Harry Brooks' form as England white ball captain has been exceptional.
यही बेला अड्किन्छ फेरि गरिबी त यसलाई भन्छन् कि नै नभए एक ठाउँमा अड्केपछि जता तता अड्किँदो रहेछ आडो चलिरहेको तेरोमा
चलिरहेछ ल म्याच तर फेरि छक्का हान्दे यार ए भयो आउट भयो ट्याठा बल्ला
कसरी आउट भयो को ब्रुक्स आउट भयो
क्याच
त्यही नन्दले पायो विकेट यस्तो छ यो नानीको शिरमा फुलफुला मघमा चल्यो बस्या
अब ड्याङ्की ड्याङ विकेट झारे कि सबै कि विकेट झार्नु पर्यो कि डट हान्नु पर्यो
मेरोमा नसक्यो
Good call, running in,
nice.
looking into the sun. That is a good catch. England captain, half century.
You captain
for 53. England
157
for 6.
Everyone's forgotten who runs this valley.
You Yellowstone हेरके माडु बरु
सुरु गरेछु बरु
You will ruin this family's name.
दाले हेर्नु भयो यो
You destroy me, you destroy yourself.
यो हेर्नु भन्दा हजुर गाउँ जानुहुन्छ भने एउटा घोडा नि किन्नुहुन्छ
गाउँमै बसेर हैन मलाई नि त्यो सानो क्लिपहरु हेर्छु अनि क्या मन पर्न थाल्यो अनि त्यसपछि सुरु गरेथे
त्यो त्यस्तै रहेछ आजकलको
फेरि यता उता हान्नुपर्छ नि
लौडा यहाँ हेर्नै पाएन
License for Jofra.
License for Jofra.
म्याक्सिमम नेपालीहरु छ के हो
नेपाल त इंग्ल्यान्डको भन्दा त नेपाली नै होला हो
Good variation for
त यिनीहरु त डेस्परेट हुन रहेछ अहिले अब रनको लागि
to Harry Brook and he's through the shot.
जस्तै यिनीहरुको 180 जतिको टार्गेट थियो त्यो त ल्याउन सक्दैन अब दौडेछ आँखा चिम्मा गरेर रन रेट अघि नै 20 तिर 9 थियो अहिले 8 मा झर्यो भनेपछि
I don't think he'll waste deliveries when he comes into bat and his
ब्रेक कतिको हुन्छ माडु
his ratio of
है
boundaries to balls faced would be higher.
10-20 मिनेटको हुन्छ पनि
of Liam Dawson who is more than capable as a batter himself. You can imagine Archer elevated up the order.
अझ यहाँ 10 बजे बियर खादिरहेछु
Find the boundary almost immediately.
मलाई खाइदिन्छ तर म फेरि रुम जान छ के
बटवाइजर
Go away to the boundary.
Yeah, off the toe of the bat, I think, from Will Jacks.
I know. Still bad
delivery from Nanda.
Second inning हो के त रमाइलो नि ठक्क हैन लास्टमा 2 बल 6 रन त्यस्तो भयो भने बल्ल हो के
is Will Jacks.
ल 170 75 हुने बेला ल बडीमा भयो
Nepal can do about that.
आज नेपालले जित्यो भने जर्सी किन्छु के म नेपालको माडु म तलाई पनि पठाइदिन्छु ल सोल्डी जर्सी पठाइदिन्छु जाट्ठामा तलाई नेपालको यहीबाट किनेर
Jacks will keep the strike for the last over. It's 163 for 6.
चाडको भयो बियर खाएको
Nobody would ever think that two people like us would be spies.
माडु बिजनेस गर्नु पर्यो तैले त्यहाँ भएको नेपालीहरुलाई जर्सी पाउन्डमा बेच्न मिल्छ नि त म तलाई यहाँबाट पठाउँछु हैन तैले पाउन्डमा बेच्नु पर्यो
कतिमा बेच्ने त
छैन 1200 त आउला नि
I'm a POI, a person of interest, but you two are PONIs.
Ponies.
गरेको किलोको कति छ 700 छ होला हैन किलोको कति हो 1 किलो हो
game for them and a big
के
game
1
for
किलो
Ireland.
सामान इम्पोर्ट गरेको छ
Right, one over left here in Mumbai.
टी-शर्ट को बिजनेस
This is a
गर्नु
vital over, and who do they go? They could go to
जस्ती
Pindra
नेपाली
Lahiri, but they're not going to.
आयो बल्ल करण केसी आयो लास्टमा यसको अझै 4 ओभरमा थर्ड ओभर खेलाइरहेको रहेछ यसलाई अड्के त्यहाँ माथि
मलाई यति ग्लासमा तातो पानी सुप खानु पर्यो
ए यो करण केसीको ओभरको अपडेट भन्छ ए यहाँ त अड्क्यो
2 रन फर्स्ट बल
Perhaps the England change. Bethel and Butler to start with, and Bethel and Brook. Brook, minor wood from Jackson Brook.
ज्याकेले पिस हान्छ कि ज्याकेसले
छक्का हान्यो
यिनीहरूले स्पिनर हाल्यो भने के भएर
Incredible shot from Will Jacks. This is the reason England select all-rounders that can bat all the way down. It's pace off, shuffling to the leg side. Allow him to access through the offside. Brilliant.
Nepal the lucky and England
skipper now thinking, should I have stuck with spin, or is it the right move to go to a seamer? 2, 6, 4 balls to go in the innings.
Dot Hano, Karan Babu.
छक्का हानिसके 2 छक्का हान्यो त्यो पाराले त
Nowadays they slap it into the stands.
Brilliant again from Will Jacks. AC Karan a gamble at this stage of the game. Nepal expert before this over started, so do not be surprised. Fiery balls around the wicket to right-handers, get under the bat. AC Karan is under pressure.
Or go the other way, bowl it into the surface. I thought last night against India, death bowling just went too full. USA went Yorkers and Surya Kumar Yadav just smashed them everywhere. Gonna have to know your Yorker nowadays. He hasn't yet. This surface, obviously have to mix it up and not be predictable, but bowl it in the surface.
short length को बल हालेको भए सिकाउनु पर्छ यार म यहाँ बसेर अब यो 2 बल डट चाहिँ एक यसको चस्मा क्या बल त यार हेर्नु न यस्तो यहाँ स्पिन भएको सही लाग्यो मलाई
कालेको भनेको
त्यो हेर्न त्यो बिचमा स्पिन टाइपको
आउँछ त त्यो न्यू
म्यू पठाइदिनु त माडु
Good.
Nice. Swing and a miss. Can they get through for a single?
Hey,
get the one out of the other end. He does.
Yeah, they've done the right thing. Will Jacks well aware that he wanted to get back on strike, given those 2 maximum that he hit earlier in the over. Shy at the stumps doesn't work at the keeper's end. Bowler does the rest at the non-striker's end. Sees the back of Jofra Archer for 1. England 178 for 7.
Wakanda is a kingdom.
It's a kingdom
of many secrets.
Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda.
78.
Will be at the non-striker's end for what should be the last delivery of this innings.
180 भनेको 180 भनेको होला
The shorter ball, the slower ball we will see. Goes full, he goes wide, and he has been smashed into the stands. A really good last over for Will Jacks in England. Not sure Nepal got that last over ball right. England preferred pace on the ball.
Short length ball
Jacks has absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, 45 runs in the final 3 overs for England. Very good work. They will be happy.
185 crore target.
85 they post. Paul, well, a lot of work to do.
Unleash freshness. Wildstone Gold Body Perfumes. So, you're the guy with the case full of monsters, huh?
News travels fast.
The magical community is exposed.
I refuse to bow down any longer.
I won't let another one die.
You want to work at a bank? Why not? Some of my best memories are at banks. You robbed us 3 times.
Madam. Say Santos.
Yes.
ए बाबा आराम गर अब म अब धुप सल्काएर यतिकै छोड्दिनु पर्यो
Integrated energy and chemicals company, helping to power economies and to positively impact people's lives. Aramco, powered by HAP.
Okay, the light roller is coming on the pitch. Let's get down to pitch side.
England won the toss and decided to bat, and there is so much depth in this England lineup. They posted 184 runs. Welcome to Higher Match Center Live. My name is Suren Sundaram. I've got Varun Aaron for company. It's a question of who's going to get you today. Harry Brook, Jacob Bethel, 2 gentlemen who ply their trade in the IPL. With that experience, we spoke about it, Varun. 71 of just 45 runs. Was that the difference maker? Because Nepal had them down to 57 for 3.
100%. Harry Brook played a brilliant innings. The captain's knock, and obviously Jacob Bethel just makes things look so simple. Almost reminds me of Mike Hussey back in the day. But both really good batsmen, played percentage cricket, respected the conditions, and then took it deep. And then Will Jacks at the end just added that impetus at the right moment to get them past that 160 mark, which India found it quite tricky yesterday.
How crucial was that innings from Jacob Bethel and that partnership that he got going with Harry Brook? Because when he came out of bat, they needed somebody to do a little bit of that repair job.
They needed to, and both batsmen batted really well in partnerships. Bethel got to his 50 in 28 balls. It almost felt like it was a really slow 50, but when we looked at his stats, it wasn't at all. And that's the way he plays. He just plays beautiful shots like that through the offside, doesn't overhit the ball, just plays the gaps. And that just shows what a great batsman he is and what a smart play for the future he is for him.
It's the same pitch that was used yesterday for India's game against the United States of America. There was lots of spin from Nepal. Now they'll have to go up against Adil Rashid. And since the 2024
Jofra Archer to start with.
Yes.
First Jofra Archer, then Adil Rashid.
It's going to be flying all over for the Nepali batsman. From the 2024 T20 World Cup, Adil Rashid, every match that he has played, on one single instance of him going wicketless.
Adil Rashid is a quality bowler. Subtle variations. His googly is really good. Uses the crease very well, especially in these kind of conditions where there is some purchase from the wicket. He's going to be more than a handful.
Just looking at all the wickets that Adil Rashid has taken. Take a look at those numbers. 150. Most wicket among spinners in T20Is. He attacks, and for Nepal, they have to get 185 runs. It's a Group C encounter. I know you've spoken about upsets, but this one, where do you see Nepal?
I don't think Nepal are taking it home. England is definitely winning this one.
185 to get. We join Nepal chase on the other side.
You can spend a lifetime with someone as a wife or as a mother, but you can never really know who they are.
Something bad has happened to Mom.
Joy Delaney, mother 4, son missing.
She will come back.
Secrets will poison any family, and what you don't know can hurt you.
Photograph everything in the bottom drawer. What's in the drawer? That's what he wants you to find out.
We're going to hit Watergate.
Comes.
Why is the FBI here? If we're taking the fall, we're not going down alone.
Don't answer it!
This whole thing is exploding.
Did the White House know? Nixon is a man who values loyalty.
You're damn right he does.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
We have 25 disappearances, 7 confirmed deaths, mostly children.
What exactly are we looking for? Something that was buried in Derry a long time ago.
It wasn't supposed to see us.
India get the perfect start that they wanted.
India continued to be aggressive.
Will India be the first team to break 300 runs barrier in T20 World Cup? Watch India's group games in ICC Men's T20 World Cup live only on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
See the movie audiences are calling a visual feast in the stunning magical movie.
It's time.
It's pure Disney magic. Disney's Snow White.
Welcome back. Guys, this year's gonna be... You know, guys, I still think it's gonna be a great year.
Premier League, only on Jio Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
The Premier League broadcast on Jio Hotstar is presented by Black and White Ginger Ale, non-alcoholic, in association with Eurogrip Tires.
Irie, 2 for 23 off 3 overs. Nandan was impressive. Nandan Yadav, 2 for 25 from 3. And Sandeep Lamichan, as usual, bowling beautifully through the middle overs. 4 overs, 1 for 25. So that's what they've got to get, 185. Can they summon the batting skills to try and get close, maybe even overcome? 9.25 on the surface is a daunting total to get. But you never know. You never know. We'll wait and see as we come to the start of play.
I need you to put together a task force.
It's not a great
No, I don't have any choice. Find this crew before turf war escalates.
This is a message from my daughter. We're looking for you.
I'm gonna need you to sign this to confirm you don't have superpowers.
Yeah. A superhero remake. Not what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
What if they find out about my secret?
Our lips are sealed.
Marvel Television's Wonder Man.
It's over 2 from Karan KC. England's got to go far in this tournament. Jofra Archer's got to play a big part. We saw in Sri Lanka that Bethel and Jax and Dawson and Rashid form a formidable spin combination should that be needed. And so too the run chase. As the evening sun illuminates one half of the Wankhede Stadium, the other will feel the shade. But for the Nepal openers coming out to try and chase 185, won't be easy. Burteo, the opener, most likely wrong with Asif Sheikh. If anything at all, just as the game progressed, you got the feeling that the ball was coming on a little better. But it's not such a bad outing for England. They've been tested. They've had questions asked of them. They won't mind that too much. Right, Asif Sheikh and Burteo. As Nick Knight joins me with a chocolate and a coffee.
Nice cup of tea, Harsh.
Oh, tea, I forgot your English!
And a Kit Kat. It's a very small Kit Kat, so I've had 2.
I was a little wary of using a brand name, but you went about it anyway. It's a tiny one, it's a tiny one.
Yeah, just listening to you, you're saying it's a bit beyond them. Let's wait and see, but England have made a change in terms of Overton out, Luke Wood in. You know, they've just played a big series in Sri Lanka. Overton played a big part in that, but they've made a late change. They feel they need opening bowlers rather than a sort of guy who can bat and bowl a bit more in the middle.
Kushal Burteo, I thought he bowled well with his leggies, but his primary role is to open the batting. And England are going with the left-handed Luke Wood. Just trying to wonder if there's anybody in this England side who doesn't have experience of playing here. Almost all of them have played such a lot of cricket on the subcontinent, especially in the IPL. None of these conditions are new to them. They know the grounds, they know the geometry of the grounds, they know what angles to set fields in. They're starting with a slip. Out on the boundary, square legs out on the boundary, and the traditional at 45, a third.
Yeah, he's a bustly bowler. He'll run in quickly, and he kind of, at times, feel like he rushes you. He's a wholehearted bowler. He puts absolutely everything in to every delivery. Hold the odd short ball as well.
I should quite like watching Reece Topley. But I just wonder if injuries have taken their toll, if England have moved on now. Archer at the other end, you'd imagine?
Yeah, yeah. And don't be surprised if they go to Dawson quite quickly, if things don't quite work out with the new ball.
First ball, Luke Wood. And I think that's what Nick Knight meant when he said he can hustle you sometimes.
Absolutely. I've seen a lot of him bowl over many, many years. Yeah, and you kind of feel there's something there. There's absolutely something there. And that probably the most of it, that he's almost bowls an effort ball every single ball.
Not only was the batter late on the ball, I thought he had the keeper in an awkward situation. Highest successful chase versus England in T20 World Cups. Here at the Wankhede Stadium, 183 for 4 by the West Indies. Bit of swing too. Back in 2016, Nick Knight, when we first started to realize that 200 could be scored and indeed overcome. Now there's a total of what, 250, 260 thereabouts. Very early on, Sri Lanka got that in South Africa. But otherwise, 200 was considered as far as you can get.
So good if you can, Harsh, to have a left armour. I mean, obviously don't just pick a left armour because he's a left armour if there's a better right arm bowler, but that's what I like about Luke Wood. He will just get the ball to swing back into the right-handers, and if you've got enough control, then he can just be a wicket taker early on.
No looseness, first ball 140 plus. I thought Herdiiiiiiiiii bowled beautifully yesterday. Again, since you mentioned the importance of the left-handers.
Yeah, I think left armers can learn a lot from watching Herdiiiiiiiii. I think he thinks a lot about the game. I think he thinks about the opponent he's bowling to. I think he tries to bowl the ball that he least wants. Very intuitive bowler.
Again, you got the impression ball hit bat. He's pushing the batter, definitely.
Yeah, he's been around for a while as well, Harsh. He knows his game. He's not just working a few things out.
See the lights on, but still only one shadow. Natural light still very strong. Missing leg. I like this first over. He's giving it everything.
That's good. It's what they talk about, isn't it, in the dressing room? Whatever era you played in, set the tone is the cry from the captain and the coach, and that's what he's done so far.
I do believe England have the squad to go the distance in this year's World Cup. And they started off, I actually had them down as my third seed, Nick. But I just think no Hazelwood, no Cummins, maybe a little more over Australia. I just turned back for the second. No, only one of them wanted it. 2 for no loss.
A few months back, we met a young man.
Where have you been, my blue-eyed son?
We got a feeling we were getting a glimpse of the future.
I stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Dylan.
I walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways. It's a hard rain.
A complete unknown.
Thank you.
I know you're not going to believe this, Nick, but we've actually had some nippy mornings in Mumbai this year. Pulled out a quilt or two at night.
Harsh, come on. You've been to England enough. You can't be saying that to someone who's just come out of an English winter.
If it gets to 16, 17 degrees, we start shivering and pulling out our sweaters, and here's Archer. No, the English summer's cold enough for me.
It's going to be interesting watching Archer. He was here just over a year ago. Remember, England played that 5-match series, that T20 series, and it was all about pace. Brendan McCullum, coach, we're going to knock you over, India. We're going to come at you hard. We've got Wood, we've got Archer, et al. Now, I'd be really interested to see what he learnt from that experience, Archer.
The one thing we have learned is with every passing year, he's bowling quicker and quicker. He's got the variations. He's got a couple of good slower balls. Or just over. And the first boundary comes up.
Advantage or disadvantage of pace, and we're seeing it there. If you're slightly offline, and that's an excellent shot. That is a really fine shot. Birtle does well just to use the pace and help it up and over. And that's what Indian batters did so well against Archer just over a year ago. Use the pace.
Oh, this time in front of square. This is
Next chauka from Bhurtel.
From Kushal Bhurtel.
Opening the mitto garyo ta ketale.
Pace again. Again, it is lovely batting, and
Hello?
it puts a real question mark in Archer, who's trying to do the right thing and target that off stump and the stumps. But the ball is flying away with that extra pace. Just got to tighten his line a little bit.
The two boundary balls, 144, 143.
Ba ketale यस्तो हाने अन्त मिठो हुन्छ त.
Bang it in.
I think it's encouraging from Archer. In that series a year and a half, he didn't bowl at the stumps anywhere near enough. At least he's trying here to bowl at the stumps. He's trying to bowl a little fuller. And that's just marginally out, and that is excellent batting.
If England have to win a third T20 World Cup, he's got to have a big tournament.
Yeah, he and Rashid are the keys, really.
कतिको रन चाहिँ 8 को?
And that's your point, where you went for them as your third.
मान्छे त 16 चाहियो नि त. कुरो मेरो कुरो.
After Hazelwood and Cummins have gone out.
तीन चौका इन द ओभर.
हेलो
तीन चौका हान्दैछ यो भुर्तेलले.
खतरा राम्रो खेल्यो यार यो भुर्तेल. क्या मतलब सजिलो.
यस्तै खेल्दिन पर्यो के हाफ सेन्चुरी सम्म. केटोले हाफ सेन्चुरी हानेर भएन के हुँदैन के.
Just to open up that shot. That is brilliant batting.
There's going to be a few sore-throated Nepalese reporting to work tomorrow morning.
Nice.
So to be reporting tomorrow. Commentator त खतरा हो के.
15 runs of that Archer over. It's 16 for no loss.
इन लड़कियों के लिए एक प्रोफेशनल एकेडमी कैसे शुरू करें?
सबसे पहले एकेडमी को ट्रस्ट के तौर पर रजिस्टर करिए. इससे आप ग्रांट्स के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाओगे. ग्रांट्स के लिए इक्विपमेंट और डेली ऑपरेशंस का प्रपोजल देना होगा. मैं ग्रांट प्रपोजल और ट्रस्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन चेकलिस्ट
त्यही आउँछ त्यो मेरोमा भने युट्युबमा हेर्दा नि monday.com भन्नेको क्या एड.
के गर्ने monday.com ले चाहिँ.
Tickets for the Nepal game were selling out.
तेरो के उस बनाइदिने हो कि?
शेड्युल.
नाइस. अब यसरी खेल्यो त मा 50 यसरी हान्दै त ठीक.
Let's motherfucking go. यसरी हान्न केटाहरु सब ल्याएर हेर्न यो के त्यो यो रोडिसको केटी हैन त्यो.
हैन त्यो के हो करिस्मा के श्रेष्ठ भन्ने.
यसलाई देखाइराख अहिले तीनचोटी देखाइसक्यो.
As a percentage of deliveries over 140 kilometers an hour in the first two overs in one ball, it's probably the quickest spell of this tournament. But at the end of it all, it's 20 for no loss. And this white ball doesn't swing for too long for Wood.
ठीक छ हात दिनु भएन, विकेट दिनु भएन, हाफ सेन्चुरी हान्ने सोल्टी अरु केही गर्न पर्दैन.
145 with one. We'll find most bowlers from the subcontinent.
हाम्रो चाहिएको रन रेट 8 हैन त केटा.
Always have the ball with which they take pace off. Productive record of the drive versus pace.
8.9 भने नौ भन्नु. त्यसै लाग्यो.
Offside. That's against spin, of course.
Oh!
Chaka.
Now the fielder will watch it sail over.
मैं तेरे लिए नाची रे, मेरे को भी दे दे. मिठो पड़ गया तो भूरतेल ले तो है.
He likes to hit over mid wicket against spin. That was against 140.
Well, he's pretty good off the front foot, and he's showing he's pretty good off the back foot as well. Maybe just waiting for it a little bit. But that's an excellent shot. Looks a very fine player. Only just 11 balls, but he can play off both feet.
ऐसे तो हाफ सेंचुरी थे लेते चिटे आने वाले ऐसे आने वाले.
It's about getting the man out.
That's
an exciting player.
एकदम स्मार्ट खेलिरहेछ के अहिले.
स्मार्ट पनि चौका छक्का नि मिठो हानिरहेको छ 12 मा 25